Well, I'm really happy, really excitement. I think it shows the alignment between the club and myself and the coaching staff, that we are in this journey together, that we enjoy working together, that we have much higher ambitions, that we want to fulfill them. So that's the way that I look at it, and as I said, really pleased and grateful as well.
I think it was this week, 13 years ago, you made your debut as a player at Arsenal. So in terms of off the pitch,
Still look the same though.
You've aged very well.
Yeah.
But it's been a lucky 13 because I guess you wouldn't want to be anywhere else at the moment.
No, I couldn't think about a better place to be, to develop my career as a player, to experience such an amazing football club, the people that I met, the experiences that I had, and now as a manager, that has been something fun beyond and better than what I ever dreamed about, probably.
We talked about lucky 13 there in terms of you've got a new deal, but unlucky 13, I guess, in terms of the news this week regarding Martin. What can you tell us about his injury?
We need some more tests, so let's see what happens in the next day or so, this afternoon probably, and see what happens, what is the extent of the injury, and how quickly we can get him back. He's super positive about everything. We know Martin, he wants to be there every single day, but we have to wait and see.
I know there's probably swelling, so it's impossible for you to give a proper prognosis, but having seen him, I'm sure you have seen him, is he hopeful that it might not be as bad as potentially you first thought?
I leave that to the doctor, but yeah, his will, there's no question about that. He wants to be present in every game, and obviously a big game like this one, but we need to make sure that we know first of all how good he can be or not.
But just to clarify, I know we can't read too much into it because of the swelling, but you're not ruling him out at this stage?
Players with 48 hours are always available, but let's see what happens.
And obviously other injury concerns as well. How's Mourinho coming on?
Better. It's a slow process because it's a bone and it takes a while to heal. He's progressing well. He's already doing some stuff. He's working extremely hard. We're using this time as well to make sure that he understands a lot of things that he has a lot of questions about. And when he's back, he's ready to go and impact the team.
Before the next international break, potentially? Or?
We don't know. Honestly, it's very difficult to understand the healing of the bone. I think the moment he has a lot of symptoms, you can speed it up very quickly because he hasn't lost anything else. But we have to wait and see.
Better news? Gabriel Jesus is out there with the
rest of the players? Gabi was out. He's got another session tomorrow. If everything goes well, he will be ready to be selected in the squad, which is great news for us.
And I think I've not mentioned Fiore yet.
Yeah.
Any news on him?
Yeah, it's another one that we have to wait another day or so, yeah.
All right. And what about Raheem? Obviously, he's had a chance to train with you a little while now. Would it be too early to give him a start against?
He looks great. First of all, because he's got a big smile on his face, a lot of energy. He's at it, and he wants to prove a point. And when someone's got that in his belly, you sense it straight away. And obviously, I don't need to discover anything about his quality and what he can bring to the team.
So that's a yes then. Yeah. And just a final thought: for the first time ever, Arsenal won't be wearing their red and white in the North London derby. I know it's nothing to do with the club, nothing to do with Spurs, but do you think that matters?
Well, it's not ideal. We wanted to play with our home kit and our colours, but it's not our decision, and we will adapt. We did it against Villa, we won, so hopefully you're going to bring very good luck as well.
Thank you.
George Whitting.
Mikel, just on Raheem, when you say he wants a proof point, what's he been like in these last 2 weeks, and basically what's just going through his head about what he wants to achieve with you at Arsenal?
Well, what I see is hunger. He's a player that wants to play every minute of every game. When it's not the case, he's not happy. He loves football. He's what he likes doing every single day, and I see that. And his commitment, the level of energy that he's bringing to the team, and the quality is a big boost. You can feel it on the players as well. When he's walking through the door, we are better with him, and he's going to make us better.
He had a great run of goal scoring at Man City when you was there. Every season it seemed to go up. Can you both unlock that again and how you see him play in your team? Because he had a knack of being in the right place at the right time with his goal scoring.
And he has this ability, and obviously the credit to that is his and the player that he's got around him. And you need that when one of the front players. Certainly, he has that intuition, that will, and the ability to do that, and I'm sure he's going to impact the team.
Just going back to your contract, when you first joined Arsenal, it was a very different club to the one now. So, just how's it evolving in the way you want it to, and what's next for Arsenal? You need to make the next step in winning major trophies.
Well, in the way that I think we all wanted, because we wanted a very different club, and we are in the right direction. We have made some huge steps, and we have a lot still to make. And you sense that hunger from ownership to the board to all the players, the staff here, and this is the aim and the objective.
And is there any club or country you would have left Arsenal for? Were you so settled on just staying
No.
here?
This is the emotional attachment that I have, that my family has, my kids have, the experience that I have, and the involvement with the people.
You addressed it earlier in the summer, but Rodrigo Bentancur has now been charged by the FA. Potential hefty ban. Can I just get your reaction to the charge, please?
Yeah, not I guess unexpected from our perspective. We kind of knew that it's something that the league would look at, and it's kind of, we need to let the process sort of play out now, and Rodrigo's well aware of the ramifications of any outcome from the panel, but we'll just wait and see what they come out with.
Special game Sunday. I was listening to you a few weeks ago talking about potential new cycles here, and Mikel Arteta probably went through a similar one. Do you see similarities with what he's building there to what you're trying to do at Tottenham Hotspur?
It's hard to say, because I guess every sort of situation is kind of unique in itself, because they're different clubs and I guess different different environments. But I've said before, there's obviously a way to sort of build a team and a club and sort of go in a certain direction, and that always for the most part takes time. It's about finding the right people in the key positions, and all those things are club decisions, and as you go along, I guess clubs decide whether they want to continue down that road or not. The results aren't always there immediately, which is not surprising in this league, but I think for the most part, clubs that have sort of stuck to a certain direction because they believe they're heading in the right way, eventually sort of get to a place where their team is competitive for a sustained period of time.
They're considered Manchester City's main title challengers, but I know you're ultra ambitious as well, and there's a lot of between the clubs, who finishes above who. Do you think this current squad you've got now is capable of challenging Arsenal this season?
Well, not specifically Arsenal, but we want to be a club that can challenge everyone. So, that's what we're trying to aim to become. And to do that, you've got to perform at a certain level on a consistent basis. You've got to have a squad strong enough to do that, to withstand the challenges that inevitably come during the course of a season. But we've started the season fairly solidly from a performance perspective. Obviously, the results haven't reflected that, but I think we're in a good place to really, push on from last year and improve in all areas of our game. And if we do that, we got close to challenging last year. There's no reason why we can't this year.
That's good.
Thanks, mate.
Alex.
Hi, Ange.
Hey.
After what you've experienced in this huge fixture so far in your time here, how would you try and sum up the rivalry in North London?
I guess everyone, every sort of derby involves a bit different. Obviously, this one, you can tell that it's fairly intense between the two clubs. Obviously, geographically, sort of situated in the same part of town. They're trying to defend the same turf, and there's always a little bit of an edge. I thought both games last year were, very entertaining. I thought we played well at their place and really matched it with them, and could have even won on the day. Here, we kind of at our place, we got blown away in the first half. Sort of tried to make game of it in the second half. So plenty of goals and exciting, and we know what it means to our supporters and what it means to the club. But like I said, for us, what's really important is we've got to go out there and perform. We've got to play our football, play well, because irrespective of the rivalry, they're a top side. So you need to do that.
What kind of impact could a win have on the rest of Tottenham's season?
Look, hard to say. I've never felt like there's an easy way to success. I don't think one thing determines, or can change a trajectory to a great effect. But it helps because it's not just a win in a big game, in a derby, but it's a win against one of the top sides. So that gives you, I guess, more belief and confidence, and potentially that could sort of inject some real momentum into our season. But I've never been one to think that just a win on the weekend is enough for us to say that we're on the right course, and alternatively, if things don't go our way, that somehow we need to change course.